Hello and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Hull City in Football Manager 2018. And today we have that huge game, the early league final versus Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. But before that, as always, let's take a look at what have been going on. And since that loss versus PSG, we managed to bounce back and beat Sunderland. Actually, this one, as you can see, we only managed to win with 2 goals against 1. But look at statistics. We really should have been able to score more. I mean, they scored 1 with that. We should be scoring at least like 4 with this. But yeah. And then we lost away versus Wolves. And in my mind, it's a game we should be winning. But, and as always when I talk about buts, we are talking about a big but. Because take a look at the season Wolf is currently having. They are currently in a Champions League spot, 1 lousy point behind us. I mean, they are in the running for like top 2, top 3 right now. Of course, we still aren't even halfway into the season, but yeah, they are having a really good season. If they can keep up with this, they are probably going to win like the overachievers of the season. But yeah, that was definitely a bump in our plans because we were catching in on Chelsea. Chelsea's actually they lost a game and they also had a draw. So they lost away versus Liverpool and had a draw versus Tottenham. So we were almost catched up with them. And if we would have won that game, we would only be 1 point behind them. But that didn't happen, and now that us chasing them will continue. And of course, we are playing them today, and we are playing them away. A very difficult game. If we beat them today, everything is very much alive. But if we lose today, well, that gap will be huge. I think enough talking. Let's see what happens here. This is where we're going to start. Nothing special with it. Playing a little bit more balanced, not all out crazy attacking, since we are playing the probably maybe the toughest away game of the season when it comes to the league, because I mean they are topping the table, they are dominating. Oh my god, why did I click? Now I missed it, but yeah, we're gonna see their team in a few seconds anyways. So what I want to say, we are underdogs. Look at these swings. Like, we are definitely not predicted to win this one. We're underdogs. Nobody expects us to get a result, but I want to say something positive here. I don't want to say make them think we can't win this one. So maybe it's like that, but that didn't work at all. Let's say some other positive things. And submit the team to start the game. Then, of course, as soon as the intro highlights is over, I'm going to pause the game so you can take a look at the team that way. It would have been smarter, of course, for me to not click away the screen where we would have seen everything. This is actually kind of dangerous, but no, that we should be fine for now. That's probably just the intro highlight. Yeah, it is. Let's pause it here. They have, of course, Kutsa in the goal, and they have some serious quality here with Kante, with Dembele, with Hazard, with Morata, with Casemiro. Yes, so many good players. But I still feel like we are kind of at the same level. I wouldn't say, like, they have some really fancy names there, but our team is as good as there. But they have that home advantage, and that could, of course, always swing stuff over to their side. Clock is still sticking away though, still not a single highlight. And as I say that, we have throwing for Calabria, for Shabanov. This is actually, I think, Shabanov's league comeback after his suspension, because he was suspended, and then he played a Champions League game, and after that Champions League game he was injured, so he was out for like a week with an injury. So I think this is actually his comeback in the league after that long suspension, if I'm not mistaken. And we are under some pressure here, but they are going all the way back. But and look at this, Shabanov intervenes and he rushes up the right flank. Can he get into the box? Yes, he can. And here's Kane. It's Harry Kane. I mean, it's not Kane. Kane. Yes, it's Kane. It's Harry Kane. And actually, talking about Kane got injured during last game. I think he's back. It was just a short, like 1 to 3 days injury, something like that. So I believe he's on the bench. But Harry Kane says hello. And Harry Kane has been so much better this season compared to last season. Last season, I was disappointed with him, considering his stats and how much money we paid for him. I expecting him to do more than he did. Here's a free kick into the box. Here's Gnabry. And actually, I'm not sure why Courtois couldn't grab hold of it. But yeah. But yeah, this season it's been so much better. This is have been the Harry Kane that I expected to see last season. The clock is ticking away though. It's going to see a free kick here. Courtois with a long one. Shabanov. No, oh my God. You're alone against 3 guys. Just play it simple, man. This will be very dangerous. It's Morata, and that's the equalizer. And not what we wanted. It's Morata's 10th goal of the season. Of course, it's always, I said it before, it's like always some guy scoring his first goal of the season or his first goal for the club, or some like special number like 10 or 20 or something like that. It's always some special goal other players score against me. And I think everybody that plays Football Manager has experienced that. It happens so very often. And we are about to go into halftime with a 1-1 draw, and still this is okay as long as we doesn't lose. If we lose, that would be very, very bad for us. But a draw is not great. I mean, I would be okay with a draw, considering first off we need to tell them that we're not pleased. Look at these ratings, we can't be pleased. But a draw is no disaster. Then the gap remains the same, and we are within distance to actually catch them. So, and of course, a draw away versus Chelsea at Stamford Bridge is never bad. But I mean, we want to win this one. If we were saying anything else, that would be a lie. We desperately want to win this one. But look at the statistics; they are dominating things. But just like in first half, though, the clock's just ticking away without a highlight for any of the teams. They are creating more and more stuff here. Maybe it's time for us to change something up. But we're going to see a throw in here from Chelsea for Hazard. Come on, Casemiro going for Touré. And oh my God, that was unfortunately for us a very beautiful goal. A really bad thing for us, but yeah, take a look at the replay. That was a sensational goal. Can you just tip the hat off for him for that one? Look at this, that volley, and no chance at all for Westin in our goal. But yeah, now we need to pause things. We need to go to the tactics screen, and we need to do some thinking here. We're definitely gonna go attacking a lot more, overloading. And now is the question, who do we want to replace? We're going to go with Gnabry. Crappy game, has picked up a yellow card. So let's bring in Svensson. And then anything else? We want to go to strikers already. I'm not sure. That could be an option. We could also go for Afonso Sosa. But I think let's try Sosa first. I'll wait a little bit longer with 2 strikers. Let's see what happens with the tactical changes here. Keeping track of statistics. Nothing though. None of the teams is doing anything. Alright, now we have nothing to lose here. We have 10 minutes to create a small miracle. So we're going to bring you up here. And we are going to go with 2 strikers. Going to bring in like that. Bring in Keane. And so complete forward. Just focusing on attack. Anything else? Yeah, we're just going to go crazy out attacking here. We're just gonna bump it up. We have nothing to lose. 10 minutes to create a small miracle. Also, let's of course tell the lads to push forward. Clock is just ticking though. We haven't had a single highlight here in the second half, and it's ticking, and we are creating a few chances here, but we're into extra time. And it's Chelsea with a long goal kick. Suma wins that one. Shabanov, no Keane. But Shabanov, Calabria with optimistic pass for Keane. But he managed to reach him. But oh my God, that was a weak challenge. Oh, it looks like an injury. Looks like he's out. Oh my God, this is not what we need. Not at all. And Chelsea keeps on attacking. They're not even kicking the ball out. We have 1 man down. Come on. What's up with this? Why aren't you clearing it? I can't believe that they are doing this. We're 1 man down. And everybody that knows anything about sportsmanship and football, if a play is dead like this, you are kicking it out. Oh my God, I'm hoping that they will get a lot of critique for this in the press, because that's just not how you do it. That's never okay to do that in a football game. And yeah, I really hope that they get a lot of critique from it, because that's a disaster. And of course, we need to go aggressive. I'm going to tell them that that was garbage. But I'm still upset that they didn't kick it out when he was clearly injured. He was down. Look at his 58% fitness levels. Why didn't they do that? I can't believe my eyes. And I hope they get a lot of critique from it. A lot of it. Let's see if there's any news. Did they talk anything about it? Nothing at all. I wish I could. Yeah. But that brings us to a very difficult situation in the league. Because now, look at this. We are officially so many points behind them. The only good thing with this is, of course, we haven't even reached half the season. So it's going to be a lot of games left to play. And of course, we still have Chelsea at home. And that's going to be a must need to take 3 points. So we're not giving this one up. We have a lot of games left to play. But Chelsea is definitely in the driver's seat for the next part of the season. Let's look at the schedule. How many games are left this year? We have 2 games left before we reach half time of the season. But look at this. This is a bad sign. In the last 4 games, we have lost 3. That's unheard of if you look at the rest of the season. So yeah, we definitely have some hard work to do. We need to bounce back. And we need to do it ASAP, because now we can't afford to lose any points quite some time. Yeah, really frustrating. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, actually. I completely forgot about it. This is kind of good news. We had a draw for the Champions League's first knockout round, and we got Roma. And Roma is, of course, a great club. I mean, everybody knows that. But still, we could have got much tougher teams in my mind. They're currently in 3rd place in the league. And if we take a look, we could have gotten so much harder teams. We could have got Real Madrid, we could have got Barcelona, we could have got Atletico Madrid. I'm not sure if we could have got the English teams yet, but if we could. Roma is a great team, but it's definitely tougher opponents here. So I'm satisfied with that draw. It could have been much worse. But yeah, also, oh my god, this is going to be huge. Well, look at this. Bayern Munich versus Real Madrid in the first knockout round. That's a huge one. But yeah, I think that's it for this episode. A very frustrating loss. Very frustrating. The lack of sportsmanship that Chelsea show. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. And I'll see you in the next episode.